course, you play Mr. Thatcher.
Right, Jerome Thatcher. Jerry
Had the
Thatcher.
opportunity to meet him, too.
Met the real Thatcher, which didn't really influence me that much, but it was interesting to meet him and hear his stories about life and where he came from and so forth. But I didn't quite model it after him, even though you usually would yearn for that. If you say you're going to play Jesse James, I wish I could dig up Jesse James, or what, whatever the character might be. Or if you play a character like a Western or whatever, then you might study a real cowboy. That would be the guy that you model a part after. But here I had the real guy, and I didn't model it after him, because we were encouraged not to necessarily do that, but they treated it as fiction.
But he did make the comment, too, that he thought you played him better than he played himself.
Did he see the, well, he just watched. I don't think he's seen the film. I think he watched. I think it's all part of that movie magic. It's like, it's we don't make him look bad. I mean, he's people say you play the bad. They don't play the bad guy. Nobody's bad or good here. You're hired to represent the big company. That's what he was. He's not going to try to lose. He's not going to try to lose. He's going to try to win. And he was a better lawyer than he won. He said he felt sorry for those kids, but he was defending a company.
Talking about the power of corporate America and the influence that they have, do you think that humanity will ever come to a time where the almighty dollar is going to have a lesser value than a human life? Films like this have to make you wonder.
Yeah, have to make you wonder. Yeah, it's made out of a town that's very much like that. This is corporate America, crystallized Hollywood. I mean, this Jerry Thatcher would thrive well in this town. It's a new form of capitalism in this town. It's amazing. You get fired, severance pays $20 million for these studio heads. So they'll put out a movie about the very thing that they may be guilty of in another kind of way. But, it's good to make these films. Money, position and money, I mean, in any country, I think it would tend to influence or corrupt in any society, I think.
Of course, over the last, oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, over the last, I guess it's been a few months now, but you've had the ride of your life with The Apostle.
Yes, yes.
Has that entire experience, of course you've directed before, but you did the whole thing this time.
It was a great experience. The greatest experience of my life.
Would you say that doing everything, essentially, having your CPA green light the project and everything, has that changed your perspective as an actor or a filmmaker towards the whole business of movie making?
Well, it's yes and no. I mean, it's like it's still difficult to raise money for the independent projects you want. I think they still look for the blockbusters out here. And even though they have these lessons where these blockbusters fail, you'd think they'd make maybe 5 movies for $15 million rather than like a $60 million. It's going to go down the drain possibly. So it's my faith in the system isn't any better or worse than it was. I mean, it's hard to raise money, and if I want to do future project, it's still not going to be easy to get them off the ground.
The main thing I want to see is Robert Duvall in many, many more movies.
Yeah, if I had a lot of money, I mean really a lot of money, if I became so rich, I would finance all my own independent films, which you're not supposed to do, which I had to do with The Apostle.
And did quite well.
Yeah, it did. I didn't make money off it, but October Films did. Yeah.
And Mr. Duvall, thank you very much.
Thank
Congratulations.
You, Thank you very much.
Thank you.